Hi people and hello my Chili con Carnage crew, it's Chili here from Live Listen Erased, and it's that time of year again. That's right, we're talking about Spotify Wrapped. Everyone's doing it, may as well jump in and, get involved. But it made me kind of think about Spotify in general, because I of course had that episode that was out about Incubus, and I discussed Spotify's, shortfalls and in regards to paying artists. But I think this is something like 10 years since I've been subscribed to Spotify. So, I don't know, let's see what happens, I guess, in regards to Wrapped. This may be just a regular, episode in regards to, your top artist of the year. And I got a feeling it's just going to be very wrong, because I've actually transitioned more to Apple Music as well. Anyway, let's take a look. Let's take a look and see what are my Spotify Wrapped results.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Oh, noisy. Very noisy to begin with. So yeah, Spotify 24, here we go. Hi Chili. Well, I got the name right. That's always a good start. It's that time of year again, of course. We're Wrapped. Are you ready? I don't think I am. So yeah, life moves fast, as it says here. Luckily, we took notes. I'm glad that you guys did, because, this is the main thing. I listened to Spotify for 52,485 minutes. That's much shorter than the years prior, again, because I transitioned over to Apple Music. That puts me in the top 5% of listeners still worldwide. I'm amazed by that. Your biggest listening was 1,161 minutes on the 21st of January.
What?
How does that make sense? Hang on, I gotta work that out. How many hours is that? 1,161. What's that? Divided by 60. Means I listened to Spotify for 19 hours and 35 minutes. I clearly left the computer running and played Spotify in the background. That's what happened. 1,000. Jesus. Well, gotta make room for 19 hours of Spotify today. Sorry, guys. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Still funny. Still very funny. You played 9,913 songs this year, and one song again and again and again and again. I'm very interested to see who's going to be the top one here. That's interesting. The top song was Scared of Fear by Pearl Jam, which from memory is actually going to be on my top 20 list of songs for the year, so keep an eye out for that one. That's pretty interesting. You were in the top 0.05% of listeners globally. Not entirely surprised. It's probably not the most played song by Pearl Jam. I streamed it 13 times, starting on the 18th of April. Commitment never sounded so good, and I quote. So, that's pretty interesting to see here. Okay, while it's not a competition, like hell it is. It's always a competition with Spotify. There is a leaderboard. Well, if it's not a competition, there wouldn't be a leaderboard, will there? It's like Grand Theft Auto 5. Your top songs. Alright, number 1, Scared of Fear. Number 2, Drive, Incubus. Nice. Number 3, Wreckage, Pearl Jam. Number 4, React Respond by Pearl Jam. So, a lot of Pearl Jam this year, and I gotta say, look, for good reason, it was a really good album, that one. And number 5, interestingly, Stand Inside Your Love by the Smashing Pumpkins from the Machinima album. I don't recall listening to that record a lot, so that's interesting to see. Oh, whatever, it happened, I guess. And let's see, you've changed, and so has your listening. Of course it has. Let's look over your 2024 music evolution. So we're going back a couple of months here to May, and let's see what happens here, okay? So we're going fancy little transitions. May was your psychedelic, folky, classic rock. What kind of subgenre is that? Psychedelic, folky, classic rock? Who did I listen to get this? I got no idea. The Rolling Stones, Cream, and Led Zeppelin. Oh, maybe it's supposed to be psychedelic, folky, classic, maybe it's a multiple genres there. I thought it was one. Makes sense. I was listening to Rolling Stones, Cream, and Led Zeppelin, because hell, why not? And then we go to July. And what was I listening to in July, everyone? Well, the answer to that is Atmospheric Bell. What the fuck? Atmospheric Bells Progressive Rock Season. Atmospheric Bells. That's gotta be Tubular Bells. Yeah, Mike Oldfield, of course. Yes, and Pink Floyd. So I was getting into prog rock about that time of the year. Of course, Mike Oldfield, man. How do you not listen to Mike Oldfield? August. going forth again. What's going to be the weird mix mash here? I'm scared. Pumpkin Spice Permanent Wave Grunge. Okay, that is clearly a Smashing Pumpkins reference there. Spice Permanent Wave. That's going to be Pearl Jam, I reckon, and just Nirvana in general. Let's see. The Smashing Pumpkins, Pearl Jam, and Soundgarden. Okay, interesting. I think I was going to a Nirvana show as well around about this time. We were going to watch some artist, me and Doz, perform the MTV Unplugged performance. So yeah, I'm pretty sure, I was getting really into the grunge again around about that time. Listening to all that stuff and going, oh yeah, that's awesome. You listen to 2,476 artists, but one has a special place in your heart. Who's it going to be? Maybe Pearl Jam, judging by the playlist so far. No, it was Incubus was my top artist of the year. Nice. The longest listening streak was 3 days. 3 days for what? Listening to them in a row, or? You're a top fan. 0.5% fan, and you spent 952 minutes together. Oh, how cute. Commemorative. I'm an overachiever, apparently. According to Spotify. Well, Spotify loves me, at least. So that's something. Who else got a lot of play this year? Better be Deftones. If it's not, I'll be very disappointed. Here we go. Incubus, Smashing Pumpkins, Joe Satriani, Rammstein, and Elton John. That's interesting. I don't listen to a lot of Elton John. I must have... You know what? Actually, I checked out Rocket Man, the movie, and that is why I got into Elton John. Like, I don't mind his singles and stuff like that. I've just never been an album person listening to him. And then I checked out Rocket Man, and I'm like, damn it, he's good. He's got great songs. And I went back and listened to a couple of his albums here and there. To see Rammstein, absolutely no surprise. That was in preparation for, of course, the retro review that I did on the Rammstein album, Riser Riser. Joe Satriani, that's... I think I know why Joe Satriani's here. It's because I'll be listening to Buckethead, and then, of course, once that album's over, it would just shift to something else. It might be Dream Theater, it might be Joe Satriani, Smashing Pumpkins for obvious reasons, and Incubus, of course. So, yeah, that makes sense, I guess. But what else do they have in store for me here? Let's have a quick squiz, shall we? Okay, looks like we have company. Who has company? It's Elton John.
The documentary ahead of time. And was inspired by the theme of the documentary, which was then and now. Then being in a time when I had a lot of success, but was very unhappy, and then now finishing at Dodger Stadium in 22, where I was a lot of success, but very happy. So it's never too late to find happiness, basically.
Whoa, still loud. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Hey, Spotify, it's been something. You know how we stand with Spotify, people. What can we say there? So, okay, then the top artists, of course, again. Top songs, Scared of a River, blah, 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 52,000. All of those beautiful numbers that we love to see. And, of course, we will cap off the video section of it here. I get to do my little screenshots and do all that shit, as I would love to do. Share with my friends and have a laugh, of course, at my favourite listening. So... yeah, it's interesting, because when you're looking over those lists, I feel like it reflects it partially. This is more music that I listen to, I guess. The question is, where do I listen to Spotify the most? And the answer is, while I'm editing videos. I'll just have, Spotify going on in the background while I'm doing some editing. And there's a couple of playlists there that are actually really old school, and a few of them were Incubus, but I also, of course, did an Incubus video, so of course I was going to listen to a lot of that recently. The Smashing Pumpkins, because Melancholy is awesome. I love listening to that album as many times as I can, and I think that's pretty much the reason why there's not a lot of metal on this, Spotify wrapped list. It's because I don't listen to Spotify while I'm out walking, driving to work or other places. I listen to Apple Music, as I've mentioned. So, it's not an exact frame of mind, I guess, as to what music that I listen to the most, and I don't think Apple Music has a wrapped thing, so I can't do that. I can't show you to prove otherwise, so you'll have to take my word. But in the end, the most time I listen to Spotify is just, again, I'm at the computer, I'm researching crap for videos, I'm just listening to it in the background, and perhaps not surprisingly, it's just quiet stuff. It's Incubus, it's Smashing Pumpkins, it's Mike Oldfield, all these kinds of tunes that, you kind of can get lost in the background a bit. So yeah, look, it's interesting, still cool. If you're asking me why I've transitioned over, it's because the quality in audio is better. That is why. And there is some access to a bit more music that you can find on Apple Music as opposed to Spotify. I'm guaranteed they're probably paying them the same, so there's not really the moral ground that I can take a high stand on. But, at the end of it, I don't know. We're in the 21st century. It's very hard to take any kind of moral ground. If you're streaming music, we are screwing the musicians out there in the world. So anyway, look, that's my Spotify Wrapped. Thought you guys might find it interesting. I'd be curious to see what your top 5 artists are of the year. Comment below in the beautiful comment section. We'd be very interested to hear your stats. So anyway, take it easy, have a great day, and well, that's a year, isn't it? That's a year wrapped, and that's quite scary because it came around too fast, didn't it? But still, hey, we've got Christmas around the corner, and that means, of course, New Year's to follow up after that. So enjoy the festive seasons, and I hope that you have a great little break from, of course, work. And if you are working throughout this whole time, don't worry, you can listen to these videos while you're at work because it'll probably be very quiet. Anyway, take it easy, enjoy your day, and as always, stay spicy out there. If you've enjoyed this content, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to us, and stay notified for future music related content because it keeps our manager happy at the end of the day. We are also on Discord, Instagram, Facebook, and all those other social platforms if you want to check us out. As always, people, you have a great day and stay spicy.